A CDC recommendation on head lice has one Valley parent upset. He says his son got lice from a classmate. Channel 5's Ryan Nelson spoke with the dad and the school district about why the student wasn't sent home.
It's news no parent wants to hear. Your child has head lice. A Kleckler Elementary School parent we'll call John says this has been the case for his son for the last month and a half.
Every week, he's been getting them every week. I've already spoken to the school district, to the school where he's at, and they're not doing anything about it.
John asked us to conceal his identity. He doesn't want his son the target of ridicule from other students. This concerned dad believes the school district should take a more aggressive approach to treating his son's head lice.
Checking every kid, not letting them come back till, the problem is solved.
John was surprised to learn schools in the state of Texas aren't mandated to send kids with lice home for the day. Regional Medical Director of the Texas Department of State Health Services, Dr. Emily Pro, says this falls in line with Center for Disease Control recommendations.
In the state of Texas, and the CDC also recommends that kids should not be sent home on the basis of finding lice. Once you find lice, you can give them over-the-counter medicine, or you can go see your PCP or your primary care provider, and he can give you prescription medication.
We went to the Weslaco Independent School District for answers. Weslaco ISD Health Services Coordinator Susan Strong says their protocols reflect recommendations laid out by the CDC in the state of Texas. It comes down to a teacher's discretion.
If you notice a child is itching or scratching their head or having difficulty concentrating, then they would send the child to the nurse. The nurse would then do a screening. If they would find any signs of lice or nits in the hair, they'd contact the parent. The child would remain in school until the end of the day, and the parents would take them home and do a treatment on them.
If the student has live lice when they come back to school, they're sent home with their parent. If they have no lice, they go back to class, even if they have nits in their hair. Strong says today is the first she's heard of John's concerns and encourages any concerned parent to reach out to her at the district office. We'll be sure to follow this story as it develops. In Weslaco, Ryan Nelson, Channel 5 News at 6.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports about 6 to 12 million lice infestations in kids ages 3 to 11 every year. With the cold weather coming and going, lice are not immune to the change in temperature. The CDC says head lice spread most commonly by head-to-head contact. Although less common, lice can also be spread by sharing clothing or belongings that have lice on them, such as hats. Now, here are some ways that you can prevent lice from spreading. Check everyone at your home. Also, soak combs and brushes in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Wash or dry clothes and bed linens at a temperature higher than 130 degrees. Do not share any combs, hats, brushes, or towels. The CDC wants to remind people that lice are spread in children by playing in close proximity at sleepovers, even just posing for pictures.